Hello, welcome to Roadrunner Predictions. Today we're headed for some college football, baby. We got Tigers versus Tigers. Got the LSU and that Clemson game going on. Starts at Central Time, 7 o'clock. It's in, where are you at? New Orleans. It'll be very interesting. Random fact, for people that might not know, Clemson is from South Carolina. I'm pretty sure most of you do know that, but my LSU, obviously, Louisiana State. You get the idea where they're from. Today's game, the LSU Tigers are favored 5.5. I just got out of the casino. It's at 5 right now. And it seems like most people seem to be kind of on LSU today. And I get why. I mean, they just routed Oklahoma like nothing, and Oklahoma was a pretty good team. But Oklahoma also has lost to a couple teams that maybe they shouldn't. So they weren't as consistent. And when they fell apart, they fell apart big. But LSU did nothing wrong to deter from that. So then you got to answer the question of, did Clemson beat Ohio State? Ohio State, who I personally thought was the best team, I was proven wrong already. Now it's like, what do you go with? The quality of the win? Which LSU obviously did. They did everything right. They routed a good team. And Oklahoma obviously wasn't the best team. Maybe not even in the 4, but you know what? They're definitely in the top 10. And they got routed. It wasn't even a contest. So you're weighing, butter to stones, I guess. It's which one you want more. They both weigh the same. It's however you want to look at it. I don't know if are you making gravel or are you cooking, you know? The Clemson-Ohio State game, Clemson was, I think, a 3-point dog. I can't remember. 3-point favorite or dog? Yeah, well, they end up covering either way, even if it was on either side. Control game, definitely Ohio State had chances to make that a turnaround, and they quite were not able to. And they were given plenty of chances too, so yeah, I forgot what the call was, but it was kind of controversial, but it didn't really matter in my opinion. Clemson did what they had to do and locked in the W, and that's what mattered that game. Like my friend said, he said that Ohio State had plenty of chances, so they can't really complain about it too much. If they would have just capitalized on any one of those, hey, they would have walked away with the W, and they couldn't. So now we get to the conversation of the big game. Both are killing it against the spread, an all-time spread. 11-3, and then 9-3-2. So it's like, well, they both do really good at covering. And like I said, it seems like most of the action is going to LSU's side, even with the 5.5. Now it's at 5. So I mean, that goes to tell you that a lot of people are respecting the LSU, and I like to go against the teams that just had the big week, and that would be LSU. But a championship game is different, and I think we all know that. All season bettors kind of know that. It's kind of a game in itself. You can't really pull a lot of the strategies or formats you come up with, equations, because kind of go out the window when playing the big game, the biggest game of the year. Congratulations to the Clemson squad, and congratulations to the LSU squad, win or lose. Both teams have proven that they are better than everyone else, and I think we get that in the game. Alabama obviously was hungry. See, this is the advantages I like. Alabama was obviously hungry for not going to the championship. They're still not going to sit on it, so they just pounded Michigan. But props to Minnesota on that win. That was crazy. Minnesota beating a tough defensive Auburn team. Man, they were attacking from every angle, and they made Clemson look like elementary. It was pretty sweet. So get to them. Congratulations to the Oregon Ducks beating Wisconsin. That's a pretty big game. Good for the program, and I like how these two teams keep playing each other because they're both kind of crafted different. And it's like, Wisconsin's a pretty traditional Big Ten team, and Oregon's your traditional Pac-12 team. So it's like, whose format's really working, and both have been on the higher scale of their division and even conference. So I like seeing that matchup, even though I know they might be getting sick of it, but I think it's healthy for the sport and healthy for the two teams. Let's go ahead and get back to the game. Who do I have? What do I have? I like Clemson at +5. I think LSU is going to win by 1 or 2 points, maybe 3. But my money is put on the under. I'm not taking 2 bets this game. I just took one big bet to end it in the year. Either ended up nice and sweet, nice and juicy, or get blown up and say, hey, I don't want to bet college football anymore, and guess what? I can't anyway, so I'll be over by next season. Woohoo. So, yep, looking forward to that. Like I said, 7 o'clock game start. LSU, I mean, they're both going to bring a whole bunch of people, but the demeanor between the two teams, the pressure's on LSU, and I think that might get caught up. Great defensive performances for both teams. That's why I like it so much, is because both teams had to really battle it out, and LSU just scored a lot of points, so I like it to go on the under this side, because it's like, man, they just literally scored like at will. It was crazy over Oklahoma. And so that must be playing around, but compared to Oklahoma's defense to Clemson's defense, Deus Meos, you're barking up the wrong tree. I hope I'm right this time. We'll see. I had 3 picks for Sunday Night Football. Congratulations to the Packers and the 49ers. And that's a game I'm most excited about. I'm really surprised Green Bay beat Seattle. I mean, I know they could. I figured it'd be close either way. So I would have taken the team, whoever was getting points, and that team was the Packers, and they ended up winning, and that's my team anyway. So, woot woot. One of the best birthday presents I've ever given for my birthday that day, and that's what I asked for my birthday, and it came true. So I like that a lot. I can't believe I lost 100 on the Baltimore. I think everyone who's watching this channel that gambles is like, oh yeah, me too. You only lost 100? That's pretty good. That is crazy. Who saw that come? If you saw that coming, comment below and show me proof of it, because I want to know. I want to know who you are. I want to talk to you. I want to dig in that brain of yours. That is just phenomenal. And you know what the thing is? I don't think it's a fluke win. Like, they're controlling, they're blowing. Okay, that was a crap game on the Ravens' part for sure. So I don't think it was a luck win for them. I just think that Ravens blew it, and I really did want to see Lamar Jackson get his. I want to see him play real well. This year, of course, I want the Packers to win, but if they don't, I'm kind of rooting on the Chiefs. And if not the Chiefs, I'll take the 49ers. But I wanted to see Ravens do it, but how do you really go against the Tennessee Titans? It's like, you really don't. I mean, you're kind of a sick person if that's what you want to do. Let me know what you guys got today. I'm curious. I think most of the action, like I said, when I just checked previously, it was most of it was on LSU, deservingly so. And for sure, most of the betting was done on the over. And I could blow up, but I took my biggest bet this year on the under. I really like it. A lot of these guys are breaking stats. I got a whole bunch of stats, which I can't even really read them off when driving. But basically, Monday nights, LSU does not play well. On Monday nights, they played 5 games, and they're 1-4. But you got to understand, this team's a little bit different than the previous teams they had. My friend said if they blow out this Clemson team, they could be one of the best teams of all time. And honestly, you could make a great argument on that. They'd definitely be up there as one of the top teams if able to dominate like they did in Oklahoma. Does the rhythm continue? Like I said, I don't think so, because you're talking about the gap from Oklahoma's defense to Clemson defense. That's night and day, my friend, and that they're going to be running into some walls. So let's hope the secondaries can keep them down, or I am. If you have the over, I hope play the other way. No hard feelings, you know. You never make a bet that you can't afford to lose or you expect to lose. I mean, there's people that I know like, yeah, I took them and figures they lost. Well, if you really figure they're going to lose, I mean, who's the jacko? That better be you, in my opinion. Let's go ahead and just check it out, and let me know who you got tonight. Take care. This is it for Roadrunner Predictions. Adios.